Good morning, students. At last session of cybersecurity unit number 4, we have learned a DDoS attacks in which we have covered the basic definition of DDoS and those attacks, how it's performed, how it's disturbing the service, and how it's connected to host, and how it's a criminal penetration to DDoS attack often target sites or services hosted on high-profile web servers such as a bank of credit card and payments. Here we are seeing also the DDoS attacks a sequence, and now we are continue with denial of service. DDoS attack is mainly crashing the victims and force more competition is taking a long path in processing of packets. Simple dose is attacker usually spoofed a source address to hide origin. It's easy to block. The attackers directly connected to victims. This is a simple dose attack. Now coordinated dose attacks in which the first attackers attack a different victim to cover up and the real attack. The attacker usually spoofed source address to hide origin. It's harder to deal with. It's a more complicated attack. Now, distributed dose is a distributed denial of service is a large scale dose attack where the perpetrator uses more than one unique IP address or machines, often from thousands of hosts infected with a malware. A distributed denial of service attack typically involves more than around 3 to 5 nodes on different networks. Fewer nodes may qualify as a DOS attack, but it is not a DDoS attack. Since the incoming traffic flooding, the victim originates from different sources, it may be impossible to stop an attack simply by using ingress filtering. Ingress filtering is a technique used to ensure that incoming packets are actually from the networks from which they claim to originate. This can be used as a countermeasure against various spoofing attacks where the attacker's packet contained fake IP address to make it different. It also makes it difficult to distinguish legitimate user traffic from attack traffic when spread across multiple points of origin. As an alternative or argumentation of DDoS attack may involve forging of IP sender addresses, further complicating identifying and defeating the attack. The scale of DDoS attack has continued to rise over recent years by 2016, exceeding the terabit per second is a data transfer rate is the average number of bits. Its bitrate, characters or symbol or data block per unit time passing through a communication link in a data transmission system. Common data rate units are multiple of bits per second. Some common example of DDoS attack are UDP flooding. UDP flooding is a volumetric denial of service attack using the user datagram protocol UDP, a sessionless, connectionless computer networking protocol is all about UDP. Then sink flooding. Sink flooding is a form of denial of service attack which an attacker sends a succession of synchronization requests to target system in an attempt to consume enough server resources to make the system unresponsive to legitimate traffic. Sync flood is a protocol attack. Sync flood, I repeat, is a protocol attack. It's attempt to consume enough server resources to make the system unresponsive. This is a distributed DOS attack. We are so getting depths in distributed DOS. Now, this is a handler, the usually very high volume servers. The agents are usually home users with DSL and cables. Very difficult to track down the attackers. How to differentiate between DDoS and flush crowd? Flush crowd is a many client using the service legitimately. It's a Slashdot effect and Victoria Secret webcast. It's easy to hide the attack packet and already infected the agent installed. Generally, the flash crowd disappears when the network is flooded or congested. Source in flash crowd are clusters and divided into multiple parameters. Now we are starting a firewall. First, let us see the firewall. I repeat this topic. We are also learned this topic in unit number 2. In computing, a firewall is a network security system that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. A firewall typically establishes a barrier between a trusted internal network and untrusted external network, such as, like you already aware, for example, internet. Firewalls are often categorized as either network firewall or host-based firewall. Network firewall filter traffic between two or more networks and run on network hardware. Host-based firewall run on host computers and control network traffic in and out of those machines. We are also need to aware with some historical part of firewall is originally referred to as wall intended to confine a fire within a line of adjacent building. Later uses refer to similar structure such as a metal sheet separating the engine compartment of vehicle or aircraft from the passenger department. In first generation, VR used the packet filtering is a network firewall is called a packet filter is filter acknowledgement by inspecting packets transferred between computers. In second generation, VR use stateful filters is all about the work of their preprocessors, but also maintain knowledge of specific conversation between endpoint by remembering which port number the two IP address are using at layer 4. Layer 4 is transport layer of OSI model for their conversation, allowing examination of all the overall exchange between the nodes. This type of firewall is potentially vulnerable to denial of service attack that bombard the firewall with fake connection in an attempt to overwhelm the firewall by filtering its connection state memory. In third generation, we are used application layer. In last session, we are also learned application layer attacks. Here we seen the key benefit of application layer filter is that it can understand certain application and protocol such as like I hope you remember is a file transfer protocol FTP. Second one is DNS. DNS means domain name system. Hypertext transfer protocol. HTTP. Define HTTP. You must aware with this application protocol is used for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system, is foundation of data communication for the World Wide Web, where hypertext documents include hyperlink to the resources. This is useful as it is able to detect if an unwanted application or service is attempting to bypass the firewall using a disallowed protocol on an allowed port, or detect if a protocol is being abused in any harmful way. As of 2020, so-called next generation firewall, NGFW, is a wider or deeper inspection at the application layer. For example, the existing deep packet inspection functionality of modern firewall can be extended to include intrusion prevention system, identity management by blinding user IDs to IP or MAC addresses for repetition. Then web application firewall WAF. WAF attack may be implemented in the tool WAF fingerprinting utilizing timing side channels. Here we are looking IPS, intrusion prevention system, identity management and web application firewall. Intrusion prevention system or detection system is a device or software application. It used to monitor a network or system for malicious activity and or policy violation. Any intrusion activity or violation is typically reported either to an administrator or collected centrally using a security information like event management. Then identity management is known as identity and access management. Then web application firewalls is filter, monitor and block HTTP traffic to and from a web application. Is differentiate from a regular firewall in that a WAF is able to filter the content of specific web application while regular firewall serves as a safety gate between servers. This is all about the basics of firewall. It is a firewall inspector traffic, allow traffic, already repeat, drop everything is a two type, packet filters and proxies. Here we seen a packet filters is selectively passes packet from one network interfaces to another, usually done within a router between external and internal networks, like a screening router. This can be done by dedicated network elements, like a packet filtering bridge is harder to detect and attack than screening routers. Packet filters continue when with data available like IP source and destination address, transport protocol, TCP, UDP and ICMP, TCP/UDP source and destination ports, ICMP message type, packet option like a fragment size, etc. Action available is allow the packet to go to drop the packet, alter the packet and log information about the packet. Packet filtering, in which we examples the block all packet from outside except for SMTP servers, is block all traffic to the list of domains, block all connection from a specified domains. Typical firewall configuration, we are already discussed. The firewall systems is an illustration of where the firewall will be located in our network. The combination of LAN, WAN, intranets, software appliances like firewall computer appliances, operating system, host and layer security and endpoint security. Internal host can access DMZ and internet. External host can access only DMZ, not intranet. DMZ host can access internet only. Any advantage? If a service gets compromised in DMZ, it can't affect internal host. Example of firewall rules or policies. Stateless packet filtering firewall is rule, the condition and access. We are already discussed the firewall is defined some policies to protect our data and the network defense. Rules are processed in top-down order. If a condition satisfied, action is taken. Sample firewall rules allow SSH for external host to internal host. Two rules, inbound and outbound. How to know a packet is for SSH is inbound is use the source packet 1023 is the destination port 22 outbound and protocol is equal to TCP. Acknowledgement set. Here we see in the client server communication channel, the synchronize the sender receiver, then acknowledgement and pass back the acknowledge to server. Problems are default firewall rules we are seeing here, egress filtering, the outbound traffic from external address is dropped, benefit, now packet filters, advantage, transparent to application, simple packet filter can be efficient, and disadvantage, usually fail open, very hard to configure the rules, doesn't have enough information to take actions. Thus, part 22 always means SSH. Who is the user accessing the SSH? Alternatives, stateful packet filters keep the connection state, easier to specify rules, more popular, and problems are state explosion, state for UDP and ICMP. Alternative use the proxy firewall, two connection instead of one, either at network transport layer, SOX proxy or application level HTTP proxies. Require application the dynamically linked library to the modify to the user proxies. Here we see in the proxy firewall when data available on application level information, user information. Advantages are the better policy enforcement, better log and fail close. Disadvantage, doesn't perform as well, one proxy for each application and client modification. Now we are seeing intrusion detection system in next lecture. I hope you enjoyed these firewall sessions. Thank you.